I'm back with a new commentary, guys. Right, if you're wondering why I deleted most of my videos, it was because of that bloody bill that was going on around, and I heard that the bill was a scam the entire time. After looking things up, I have to say, they're right, it is a scam. So it pops me a question. Why would the US government would trick everyone into believing that this scam is real when they're using a site that doesn't even belong to them? Oh well. I'm still a little bit confused by it because I am not a US, I'm a Brit. And, well, enough of that, let's get on with the commentary, shall we? Anyways, the guy is known as sonicandtailsforlife, and his commentary on Shadowstar 1224, I think it is, on his rant on the Sonic fanbase. In all attention, the rant was actually very, very good, but the commentary just made the rant look like a pile of shit. Anyways, we're gonna dive into this. Now, I know that Shadowstar11 already did a commentary on this bozo, but since that he cannot take constructive criticism by heart, we are going to make sure that he takes it with mine, but I doubt he'll watch my commentaries.
Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm pretty sure you know him. His name is worth over $1 billion. I'm pretty sure you know his fanbase as well. I hear, oh, Sonic is dead, and Sega sucks, all the time now. Screw Attack voted Sonic 06 as the worst game of the decade.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to say Screw Attack is wrong on that fact, am I?
You might, but I am. You see, Shadowstar11 said it best. The game that Sonic 06 was up against was Big Rigs, and Sonic 06 was still at least playable. Big Rigs was completely broken in every way. You could not even play it for more than 5 minutes. So think about this. Why would you put a playable game over a broken game in a top 10 countdown of worst games? That is just the stupidest move I have ever seen. And plus, sorry, it shows on how much I hate Screw Attack even more. Their stupid decisions. I mean, it seems like they haven't even played Big Rigs at all.
From 2000 to 2010. And most of the people's arguments were that it was because it was not as good as 2D Sonic.
No, most people's arguments were that the game sucks because it was glitchy, had terrible controls, and terrible level design.
Wrong! Have you ever seen any of the comments on that bloody video of theirs? Because it was just mainly complaining about new Sonic not being like old Sonic. So Sonic and Tails for life. Are you fucking blind?!
So you're hating a game because of some outside factor? That's like hating Super Smash Bros. Brawl and thinking it to be the worst game of the decade because a certain website ruined it for you. Yes, people say that.
Well, let's just get one thing straight. Brawl's a good game, but Sonic 06 is not.
That's where the problem comes in that Sonic and Tails for life. That's an opinion, not a fact.
When I was on Screw Attack, I finally, after Sonic winning the award, asked, why do people hate new Sonic? They said, the games suck. Well, one guy said that.
And the sad part is that guy's right.
The sad part is that the guy is wrong, because if you're just going to say that, it doesn't prove anything that you say. You need to elaborate in order to prove your points. Do you get it?
Another guy said it was because it did not have the momentum that the other games had, meaning running fast despite all obstacles. Now, I'm going to admit it. I prefer Sonic in 3D. Seriously. As a side note, I said that on Screw Attack, including seriously, and someone still asked me if I was joking.
Well, the first question I would ask is if you are high at the moment.
Did I miss something here? Something funny said?
Do I need to define what seriously means to them? I learned that in kindergarten. If you are asking if I am joking about this, I will block you.
Well, someone's a little sensitive.
You need to shut the fuck up!
Yeah, that's laughably hypocritical coming from a guy who reacts like Kirby MSC when it comes to constructive criticism given to him. Yeah, dude, you're like Kirby MSC when it comes to taking constructive criticism. Someone's a little bit sensitive? Yeah, you're a fucking hypocrite.
Anyway, one of the reasons I prefer 3D Sonic is this. You're running really fast, going through shuttle loops, and wham, you hit spikes on the wall and die. That happens a lot.
Yeah, if you suck at the games, maybe, but if you're good at the games, that doesn't happen to you.
There's fail, and then there's epic fail, and then there's failure. The older Sonic games rely too much on trial and error in order for you to win them. That's the point of what Shadow Star was trying to make.
Would you rather have that, or this?
I believe I will take the running into spikes for 2,500, Chauncey.
Okay, so anyway, I tried reasoning with them, because an opinion means nothing if you cannot argue it, or say why it is your opinion, and they denied me. They mostly talked about Sonic 06. I only played Sonic's first level of that game.
Then you're in no position to judge.
Well, he might be. Since he has played the first level of Sonic 06, he is at least allowed to give his first impressions of the game of what he thinks so far.
It was fun, especially the part where Sonic went fast.
Well, guess what? People with a brain don't like glitches, bad controls, bad level designs, Sonic moving incredibly slow.
Hold on! He literally showed gameplay of Sonic going high speed. Yeah, like I said before, are you fucking blind?
And let's not mention the part where you play as Tails in that level.
I also added to not tell me dying 2 times on the Mach speed part was 2 times too many. I died 2 times. Because everyone dies in video games. Guess what they said. But it is 2 times too many.
Now I just want to point out the retardedness of that comment that was sent to Shadow Star. Because, think about it. 2 times is too many if you die in one video game. How is it? Even at one stage. There are even some hard games that you might be able to die 5 or 7 times in a game. And you say that's a little bit too many. That's just as retarded as saying dying 20 times on Battlefield Bad Company 2's multiplayer is 22 times too many. You're gonna die over and over again, and you should admit it. Twice it's not enough. Over 22? Yeah, that's too many for you.
I wouldn't say it's the fact of them dying, I would say it's the fact of the way they were dying, you know, by hitting invisible walls that should not be in the game in the first place.
Well, aren't you questioning the fact that he didn't say why he didn't die? I mean, he would have said that he died somehow. I mean, I died only once, and that was by running into a pole. I didn't run into any invisible walls or glitches or anything like that, you know.
Then sarcastically said I beat Mega Man or some other game famous for difficulty on my first try. And guess who was made fun of? Me. Idiots in large numbers is scary, isn't it?
Well, not as scary as someone as stupid as yourself.
I understood you cannot bat 1,000 in video games the same time I learned what seriously meant. In kindergarten. This isn't a rant about Screw Attack, though, so let's go on to other people. Like I said before, idiots in large numbers are scary. I never win an argument I am outnumbered on, no matter how flawed they are. For example, they told me Shadow the Hedgehog sucked because of the ratings it got. I told them that they were ignorant critics that made these reviews, because I saw all of them, and it made no sense to me. Oh, the controls are too loose. It does not take that long to get used to. Oh, it has guns. Don't pick them up. Besides, don't you love first-person shooters?
Insult time! Time to see how much insults I can make to this retard in just one statement. Wait a minute. That counts as one!
I'm beginning to think you're too dumb to insult.
Shut up, you fucktard.
First off, the controls are bad. They don't respond that well.
Okay, mate, listen up. The controls are not bad at all. They're good. The only problem that they have is that they're a little sensitive. That's it. That's all there is to that. Sensitive controls. That's basically the control scheme that Shadow the Hedgehog has. Sensitive controls. They don't take that long to get used to. And yes, they respond perfectly fine. Fucking idiot.
When they say they're too loose, that means they're sloppy. Wrong! They're bad, they're unresponsive. Second of all, you need the guns in Shadow the Hedgehog to complete most of the puzzles.
Kinda funny I know you say about my Sonic obsessive friend, despite the fact that you're not my friend. Some of the puzzles that I completed in Shadow the Hedgehog, I didn't even need the guns for.
And the gun shouldn't be in the game because it's a platformer, not a first-person shooter.
Hey dumbass, have you even noticed that the gameplay between Sonic and Shadow was a little bit too similar in Sonic Adventure? They needed to divide the gameplays a little bit? Has that ever crossed your mind at all?
Those are two different genres.
One more thing about Screw Attack. I know, I talk about it too much, but anyway. I asked why they thought Metroid was a better game than Shadow the Hedgehog, and they said, because it is.
I don't know, it could be because Metroid has good controls and good level design.
Despite the fact that Metroid's level design was confusing as fuck.
Before I go on, what is the definition of a fan? In my words, it means someone who likes something. These fans hate Sonic in 3D. Hate Sonic, Sonic fan. I saw someone on YouTube who was like this named Darkness the Curse, whose logic made no sense. He hates Sonic Riders and Shadow the Hedgehog because of loose controls. It says Sonic Riders Zero Gravity, a game that controls took longer for me to get used to than the first Sonic Riders. Says, oh, it just takes time to get used to. It's the same thing, darn it.
You know, you do have a point. Those are all 3 bad games.
Did you pay attention? He just said 3 games. He didn't say they were bad.
You have the prequel, Sonic Riders, the sequel, Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. Both suck. And don't get me started on Shadow the Hedgehog.
Eat shit and die.
Sorry, but you forced me to do that.
And the people that like some 3D games, don't get me started. They are all pretty much the same. The mainstream ones, anyway. Running, flying, gliding, shooting, that's all. So to like Sonic Adventure 1 and hate Sonic Adventure 2 is trivial.
Yeah, it's just too bad there are very few people out there that are that stupid.
What?
Just act. Oh. Sorry.
Now some of the other games, like Sonic 06, I can see people hating for glitches, and Sonic Unleashed for the Werehog. But if you like one of the following games but not the others, something is wrong with you because they are way too close. Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Heroes, and Shadow the Hedgehog.
I hate to break it to you, you fucking idiot,
Just shut the fuck up and get a job.
but Sonic Heroes and Shadow the Hedgehog are completely different from each other. The only thing that's similar with them is the graphics and the voice acting.
Only the graphics are the same. The voice acting is done by a different company. For kids. Okay, do you understand?
People say Sonic is dead, but he was in much deeper trouble than this before. Sega Master System, anyone? Sonic 2 on the Master System is one of my least favorite games of all time. Why? You could walk through some walls, rings were harder to get, the boss at each stage gave you no rings. One hit and you die.
So you hate games with a challenge to them.
He was saying that the difficulty is unbalanced.
And how you couldn't fit into one area when you were underwater, and you drowned it.
What English, motherfucker, do you speak?
Not funny plus not funny equals not fucking funny! If you want a joke to work, you need humor. Don't you know that?
Second, Super Monkey Ball is in much more trouble. If you played Super Monkey Ball 1 and 2, good for you. They were awesome, weren't they?
What does Super Monkey Ball have to do with this entire topic?
It's called a comparison. Do you even realize how common they are in some rants at all?
Also, Sonic Unleashed sold 5 million copies. If you need help figuring out how much that is, count to it. Pause this video and count to 5 million. I'll wait. If you counted at the rate of a number per second, it would take, without resting, almost 2 months. If the series is dead, why is it selling so well?
That still doesn't change the fact that only half of Sonic Unleashed is considerably good, and sales don't determine the quality of a game. They just—
Yes and no. Sales do not tell how a game is good or not true, but it proves on how common it might be, and how well other people would like to buy it if it's that good.
determine that Sonic's still really popular.
Are we done yet?
I really hope so.
No.
Oh, god damn it, I can't take much more of this.
Ha! There are people who complain about everything about Sonic, from his eye color to his voice. Many people have talked about this before, so I'll make it short. Big deal. If Sonic sounded like Martin Burke again, I'd see your anger. But Jason Griffith is okay.
No, the fuck he's not. All the 4 kids' voice actors suck dick.
There were some decent ones, you know, and I'll be honest, I thought the 4 kids voice actors did a better job than the old ones.
Finally, Sonic changing. People hate it, right? Imagine if every video game changed. Let's imagine Shigeru Miyamoto said, "Oh hey guys, let's put Mario in outer space." Sounds horrible, right? That idea became Super Mario Galaxy, one of the highest rated games of all time according to critics.
You know what? You're right. Change is good. For example, Sega and Sonic Team. Hey guys, let's give Sonic a sword! That idea became Sonic the Black Knight, one of the worst games in Sonic's history.
Worst example ever. If you wanted to compare your statement to his, then why don't you equal it with a good game from Sonic's franchise at all? Would it kill you to do that?
What about putting Call of Duty in modern times? I'm sure you know what came out of that. 20 million online gamers in Modern Warfare 2.
Hey guys, let's put Sonic in a world where he interacts with humans. You know what came out of that? One of the worst animes ever created, Sonic X.
The anime wasn't that bad. It had some flaws, yes, but it wasn't all that bad.
If you disagreed with anything in this video, leave a comment, but argue your opinion. Did I say once in this video, the game sucked, or it was good, without saying why?
Let me show you how to have a good argument.
Didn't pay attention, right? I'm skipping.
Besides saying when 4 of the games were alike? Not really.
And you were flawed in that too. I already explained how Sonic Heroes and Shadow the Hedgehog are not alike, and Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 are completely different games.
Yeah, you failed at it, so go back and see why.
One last thing. The same people who have been ranting, begging Sega to make a good 2D Sonic game, have boycotted Sonic 4. Why? Just because he looks different? Longer legs? I mean, I know it takes place before Sonic Adventure 1.
God damn it, that guy was freaking stupid. Okay, video over.
I could say the same thing about you. Flawed arguments, arguments that next to never made sense, nothing but insults, behaving like Screw Attack, behaving like a goddamn fanboy all the time, and just being an overall asshole. I really fucking hate it when fanboys do something like this. It makes me wonder if they are gonna learn anything or not. I doubt they ever will. Oh well, this is Already 8 Realities saying goodbye, and I'm hoping that more participants will come to my commentary contest. Good night.
Ha 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 ha!